Hey, this is Todd. I'm at NAMM 2011. I'm here with John Lennon tour bus. Let's take a look inside.
So, welcome to John Lennon Educational Tour Bus. How you guys doing? Good?
Good day.
Do you guys know anything about what we do, or?
A little bit.
Yeah?
I'm an educator, and I take I do a mobile recording studio that I just take into classrooms. It's always been my dream to have some sort of a big bus and do what you guys are doing.
I know.
It's just nice to know somebody's doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we're very fortunate to be able to do this, and I mean, one of the reason that we're able to do this, though, is because our sponsors provide everything. So we have over 30 corporate sponsors that provide all the funding for us to be able to do this, and as well as all the equipment you see on the bus. So
Nice.
it's always nice to have that little bit of help, you know? And the John Lennon name doesn't hurt, right?
Right.
Do you guys have any questions as we're getting started here?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
I didn't know how you were doing the tours, but like I said, I do recording studio and songwriting with my kids in the Denver area.
Mm-hmm.
And the first question I had was, how do you move into a school or an organization? Do they just stay on the bus, or do you also have things that you can move into the classroom, or how does it really work?
Well, the way it works is, in order to get the bus out, you go on our website, lennonbus.org, and you submit a stop request. That stop request actually puts an email into our tour manager's hand, who coordinates our whole schedule. So based on that and the availability of the bus, as we're saying, going from LA to New York, they'll schedule stops all the way across the country based on the availability and what our requests are like. We then take that and show up to the school and bring this whole vehicle to the kids to be able to come in, up to 8 students, and produce, for those that don't know, a song and a music video in a day. That's what we're about. So the students will write an original song from scratch and make a whole music video in a day. So we have all the equipment here. We also have the tents that we set up for students to work in. So like, we go to a school, and the ones that aren't able to come on the bus that day get to have the experience in the tents, on their own.
All right.
As well as for the classroom, we actually do digital classrooms as well. Apple has provided us with 30 MacBook Pros, all with all the latest software on them. So we actually do a digital classroom experience where we do hands-on training in different, software applications. So that's basically that. Do you guys want to see an example of something we do?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So this was done in South Central LA at Fernando Colón Performing Arts School, and these kids came in and did a really great job, a lot of production themselves, and again, this is all done in a day.
Storytellers, let's go. I don't know what I would do if you were not in my life. And I know this may sound crazy, but I treat it like it's my own wife. Sometimes I stay up, giving you all of my time. I feel empty without you, and I don't know really why. It's you, I can't live without. I'm in love with you, and there is no doubt. I'm so in love with you. Yeah.
Snippet, but yeah, those something like that. We have basically a 24-hour turnaround for most of our projects. So with all of that, we're able to take any of the material and the assets that we've gathered during the day, build the whole project, edit it, mix it, and then it's up on YouTube, usually within a day or so. So we work with students, and we also work with artists. So as we travel around the country, we also jump on artist tours. We do Warped Tour every year, And we also, like last year, we were on tour with the Black Eyed Peas for 3 months. This room is typically the video production room. This is where we do most of the editing. We have Avid Nitrous DX Media Composer System. We also have Final Cut, and we actually have a LE rig up here too. So all the video and audio capabilities in here. We have these Sony HD robotic cameras mounted all around as well, going to this Sony Anycast video switcher. So it allows us to really kind of have the best of both worlds, being able to record a song, simultaneously recording individual streams from all these robotic cameras and controlling them all from this station here. Kind of make the traffic jam back here. But any questions about anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I work with special needs kids, and how do you accommodate different kinds of handicapped kids?
Sure.
What you do?
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely like we have a lot of different formats and you know, sessions tailored to different skill sets. So you know, sometimes we work with students who've never played an instrument before. Sometimes they're going to Juilliard next year. You know, you never know, and we don't know going into it. Every day the students come on could be any skill level, and no matter what, we'll always turn out a project at the end of the day. So let's see if we can squeeze back here real quick. Slide back. Too.
Yeah, can we move up?
Yeah, you're great. Yeah, you guys, we can do this flip flop. Yeah. If you guys want to come back this way, hey, Texas two-step, I like it.
It's nice and cold back
So
there.
as we're,
Yeah, it's nice and cool.
as we're coming back here, you notice the CMR. This is kind of the heart and brain of the studio. It has all the processing you see. We've got our Avid Media Composer System, the Pro Tools HD6 rig. So, and then we got a 6 terabyte video RAID and our Magma expansion chassis. Instruments from Roland. We've got the V-drum kit here, and then we've got Ampeg bass amp. We've got our M Audio keyboard, digital piano, controllers all over the place, and our Pro Tools HD6 rig, which is up on the screen. We have 5.1 surround sound in every room, and again, all of this equipment is provided by our sponsors, so that we can provide this experience for students. So, coming to the back here, if you guys wouldn't mind just taking a step all the way in the back for me. You are now entering the vocal booth. Just a little bit more for me. Thank you. This is the vocal booth. This is also our bedroom. We live on this bus 10 months a year, as I previously mentioned. So these are our bunks where we sleep, and you're also you're in the vocal booth, which means that I can close this off, and it's sound isolating glass that allows me to also have visual isolation. So when students or whoever are on here and they're feeling shy or anything like that, this provides them an opportunity to be kind of in their own element, in their own space, and not, you know, we get much better takes out of it that way. If you'll notice this green material on the ceilings and walls, that is actually our Reflect Media Chromat fabric, which allows us to set up and do green screen in about 10 minutes. So the way it works is this is a 270-degree green screen when we pull out those curtains behind you. And what we'll do is, up on the threshold up there, we'll set up a tripod just like this with a camera and a green ring light around it. That ring light then shines into the back room and hits this material, which has millions of tiny glass beads. That light reflects back into the camera, and with just a key light and a backlight, you've got green screen like that.
Wow.
So, and it works super well, and it keys out really fast. And again, this is all about speed and efficiency. So all of these things have to be able to be set up right away. So. Any other questions, guys? That's a lot to take in. There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Where are you up to next?
We are going to be in the LA. We're going to TED.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're going to do that. And then we are going to be in the area. We're actually doing re-upping on our media composer training. And then we're headed probably the East Coast. I mean, the schedule's still filling up right now, and like
crossing back.
yeah, we do dozens of times. And then we're jumping on for a few days of Black Eyed Peas. I just talked to Kevin Lyman. We're doing We're doing Warped Tour and a country tour in the middle of that. And then we're gonna be, like I said, hitting schools all the way around too. So it's great. Before I had this job, I'd never been east of New Mexico. And now I've been coast to coast dozens of times, seen every state but Alaska, Maine, and the Dakotas. So I'm pretty lucky, you know. So it's really fun.
come and see us.
Yeah, I want to come hang out there. Spencer is the president of Expression College in Emeryville, where I went to school, and actually their career development department actually is the reason I have this job. So as I was graduating, they were like, hey, you should come work on this bus. And I was like, all right, that sounds awesome.
At one point we had almost all the people who were on the bus.
Yeah,
were
absolutely.
Expression
Well,
grads.
and
the guy who
Seamus
designed the bus.
Yeah, Seamus and Tyler are both from there. Jeff Sobel, who designed this bus, went there. And Hans is from there. So
Is
yeah,
he here today?
He is. He's outside actually doing the recording studio in the tent. Go see him. He'd love to see you. So yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
As far as when kids really get stoked about doing this kind of stuff, do you have any kind of ways that you can dovetail and help kids move into, into some sort of creative arts programs as, say, they're moving towards college age?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we definitely we work with a lot of those programs, so we always have opportunities to share and let them know where they could go, or where we came from, like Expression. It's one of those situations where as they're moving into that, and we deal with a lot of high school kids, which is they're in that transitional point. So if that's something they're really finding interested in and really want to pursue, we're like, we have this sweet job. Do it too, I mean, obviously you go through the program, you have an opportunity to be in this, in this experience, and we give them as many opportunities as we can to be able to do what we do. I mean, we love this, and I wouldn't have it any other
So
way.
it's inspiring.
It is,
Yeah.
and just the experience of it all, and be able to get to do this in a day. I mean, I didn't have anything like this when I was a kid, and to be able to
Once you
see
experience
that,
it, yeah.
right? Once you get a taste of it, I mean, there's no doubt that
Happened to me.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Once that happens, you're able to then just come in your own and take off on your own adventure and your own journey.
And
So
there's more opportunities now at the high school level. A lot of the media academies and things, they're kind of raising the bar.
Yeah, and-
making this legitimate, career
Yeah.
choice.
yeah,
Right.
and with like Apple Education,
Yeah.
they're going all over, like nationwide, worldwide, and they have a K-12 program as well as higher ed that actually are jumping into schools now, providing computers, providing hands-on learning opportunities for these students. So it's getting better.
Right.
You know.
What's the youngest age groups you've worked with?
Really young elementary kids, third graders, second graders. It's pretty fun actually.
Yeah.
We can definitely make some noise and have a good time.
Get
for
pretty
sure.
avant-garde sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
Unbridled
But,
creativity.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Awesome.
But that's the best part is that they, they're not limited by what they're told they can't do.
Right.
They just have all these ideas. We actually did a music video recently, and the youngest kid was this little tiny kid, and he had this idea. He's like, can I do like animation? I want to draw a bunch. Can I do an animation thing and like whatever? And it was the coolest thing. He drew like this little drummer guy like beating on drums, and we just stop motion scanned them all into the computer, and it was amazing. So
Awesome.
we get to have a lot of fun with a lot of different age groups. So, but yeah, if there's no more questions, guys, that's the tour.
Very cool.
Thank
Thank you.
See ya.
Good job.